Hello, friends. Welcome back to Value Vintage Cards. I'm going to share a couple that I've had in the collection for a little bit, and then one new pickup that was highly inspired, call it influenced even, by Southern collector Tony. He did a show and a feature and kind of got me thinking and doing a little bit of research and ended up joining him in a kind of cool little collecting club. Um, Thought I'd just share the theme really and the idea of where it was sparked was autographs. So I just want to show a few of these that some of these I probably haven't shown before. Things like that. And my gosh, I went non-baseball, but big fan of Bobby Orr. If you talk hockey, he'd be my favorite hockey player by far. He's the only one I really collect with any kind of intensity. I have a little bit of a collection, but Bobby Orr tends to be the one that I gravitate towards, and when I can find a cool, kind of unique image that's autographed, um, that's what I'd want to pick up. When it comes to basketball, I oddly enough, I feel like I'm going Boston fan, but Larry Bird is the guy I gravitate towards. So when I'm going through picking up different Larry Bird items to make things unique rather than going for like a high grade or something like that, I go for something that's autographed. That's a good way to make it unique when it's in the 80s and it's I mean, 86, 87 Fleer items aren't exactly like junk anything. They're still somewhat tough, but compared to, pre-war baseball and some of the things we look at. So that's, I mean, it's a nice condition, nice example, but throw a bird signature on there and all of a sudden the autograph version's a little bit extra cool for me. So just want to share a couple of non-baseball. Just chatting a little bit with John, 3D 80s kid, and we're very much in the same realm of age collecting style, probably things we find interesting. And one of the things that stood out to me was a football player that in the 80s was very famous for uh, beyond the football field. And so when I can snag an autograph like that, give me a Fred Dryer. I thought that was like just a cool card anyway, because you get the image of him as Hunter and you get the image of him playing football in the background. So it's a cool looking card anyhow. But then he signs it not only as Fred Dryer, but he writes Hunter on there. I think that's awesome. So for me, as a kid that grew up watching Hunter, that was always one of the shows that I just remember, watching um, with my dad and hanging out, and that was a show we watched routinely. So to be able to pick that up and have the signature that way, so for me, it's all about the signatures making it something different and unique. I've showed this one. If I can pick up a Hall of Famer with an autograph, I'm always preferring if there's some kind of additional writing. Um, you know, can we get HOF 2019 on there for Harold Baines? That makes it even a little bit neater and more unique. I think for me, it's just all about unique. It's something different. It's not the same one that everyone else is going to have, and for me, that's what draws my attention. Next one, and then I'll show the newer one, is one I picked up a little bit ago, and I think I shared it. Um, Maybe in video, maybe even in a post. I'm not sure, but uh, it's a magazine cutout. We got several Yogi autographs. Big Yogi fan, but this one's like a cutout of, I don't know, magazine book, something like that. The back of it actually is, whatever that page was. It's a little bit of advertising on the back of it, but I just thought it was really cool that not only does it say he's Larry Barra, but he signed it Larry Barra, and that's really what I was looking for. Got several Yogi autographs, but to find one where he signs it as Larry, um, to me is just extra neat. So we'll take that. But my newest one, the newest edition, and I would definitely recommend, I'll try and leave a link in the description here. Go check out the Larry Doby video. Phenomenal job, phenomenal depiction, story. Um, I think Larry Doby is finally getting some attention. I feel like as Jackie elevates, Larry is probably staying right in line, but unfortunately, Larry Doby tends to lag quite a bit behind. Both Hall of Fame players, both didn't really have, the length of career, so their career stats don't look quite in line with some of the other players, but the impact obviously was way beyond what they did on the field. And Larry Doby, um, being the first black player in the American League, really had the exact same experience as Jackie. He wasn't like the second, uh, you know, impression or experience. He was the first for all those stadiums, all those cities, all those fan bases, all the opponents, all the teammates. Like he was going through everything for the first time, just like Jackie was. It was just happened to be, weeks, months after. Um, so literally, the exact same thing, just had a slightly delayed start. But he showed kind of a cool way to make things a little more unique and valuable and rare and cool is to find like autograph versions. So Jackie's cards, you tend to spend, $200-300 even on one that's in pretty rough shape. Larry Doby, you can still pick up for dozens of dollars, and even autographed. This one was less than I've seen probably any Jackie Robinson card listed for recently. So I was able to snag this. I was looking for something in the White Sox, but what drew my attention, and he actually pointed out in his video, which was exceptional, that he tends to sign kind of going up the cards. So it's not signed the way maybe we would have requested. But hey, you know what? Let Larry Doby sign it the way he wants to sign it. So 1958 Topps card. But what is neat, and I will say this drew my attention in a couple different ways. He signs it with Hall of Fame, which immediately is what I prefer. But he also put his date of his first game. So 7/5/47. And if you watch videos of mine, sometimes I just say like it's a cool card, but a lot of times I look for things that draw me in, things that bring extra attention. He really signed that 47 like into his hat, but for me it's extra neat because it has some significance. My dad was born in 47, and 7/5 is actually my wedding anniversary. So as weird as it is, that date will stick out to me in a couple different ways in a more significant way. So I just thought that was really neat. Cards in fine shape. It's a good image of him. But the signature is something that you don't see on all of his cards. You see his name, you might see Hall of Fame. Um, he has a few with some different inscriptions, but I just thought that was a cool combo. It was available. It went for a very reasonable price in my book, and very happy to have that. So to Tony, thank you for the inspiration and the suggestion, I suppose, and very very happy to add that one and continue my small but unique autograph collecting journey. So, curious for everyone else watching, do you collect autographs? And if so, do you like just, a nice clean name? Do you like to have it graded? Do you like to get it autographed yourself? That's something I don't do. I've not really collected anything where I've stood in line and I got to meet a person. So, different experience there for sure. But just curious, is autographs on your list? And if so, how do you collect them? So please share, and I'll catch up with y'all in the next video. Take care.